Well, Huts, Barnet are the visitors this coming Saturday. An early kick-off, a late kick-off last week. Are those times kind of, do they change your preparation individually or collectively?
No, not really. Obviously we played early kick-off before, late kick-off before as well. And yeah, everyone is on the same plan really. We have, Jammer put stuff in the group chat where how we should eat and what time we should eat. So everyone really is on the same page. So it doesn't really make a difference.
Of course, last weekend it was Crawley. An entertaining game to watch from the sidelines. What was it like to play in?
Yeah, obviously we didn't have the ball as much as what we would have liked. We could have been a bit more aggressive on them. But in the end, looking back, it was probably a fair result. Obviously we had chances. They had some chances as well, and we just got to take our chances when they come.
And what sort of game are you expecting from Barnet? Since they come up, they've been fairly consistent, perhaps surprised a few people, but from any footage that you've watched, what sort of challenge do they pose?
Yeah, I think it's the same formation, so it's like basically we're getting a second chance of being better than we was last week. So literally the same, but hopefully they don't have the ball as much as what Crawley did, and hopefully we can impose our style a bit more, and the chances that we do create, we can hopefully put them away.
And what's the vibe like in the camp? I appreciate you'd be disappointed not to have won last Saturday, but performances in the main have been pretty good. Yeah,
no, the mood is always good. The gaffer's the main one. He comes in every day and he's really positive, loud, and really good with the energy and stuff. I think you're going to have bumps in the road throughout the season, and it's just about keeping your standards high, everyone's mood high, and no one becoming like a victim, if you know what I'm saying. So we all get along, and yeah.
It seems to be a very special harmony in the group. I'm not saying that wasn't that case before, but you do seem a very sort of tight-knit squad.
Yeah, there's a lot of togetherness. At the moment we're playing Traitors. You watch Traitors on the...
Yeah, do, yeah.
Yeah, we're playing Traitors at the moment, so that's bringing everyone together a bit more, like little challenges to win shields and stuff. So
who's got the poker face?
I can't say any names. It's kind of hard because Lenny is
he's good.
Yeah, but he's going to get voted out soon. Nelson's been a traitor, and
you?
Connor Masterson. No, not me. Connor Masterson was a faithful, but he dug his own grave.
Right.
So
no sympathy.
Nah, no sympathy.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. do you watch Traitors, Matt?
I've not watched this series actually, but to go back over it now.
Yeah, no, it's good. I didn't know what was going on. Because I never watched it, and then I went home and I just banged it out and just watched it all, and then I kind of saw how it worked. But everyone was going on about it before, so yeah.
It's addictive when you start.
Yeah, no, it's good because we have like a card game which is called Wolf, which is kind of the same, but this is more of a slow one, so it's like it's hard. You know what I mean? But if you are a traitor, you have to lie to someone for so many weeks, So I've got my suspicions though, Johnny Williams. But yeah.
Update you next week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'll update you next week. Get me back in.
Come back next week. Yeah.
Are you finding out things about your teammates you didn't know before? In terms of who's a good fibber, maybe.
Yeah, because I did vote for Nelson, but it was a lot of people were getting on him, and I could see where stuff was going wrong. But then people were sticking up for him, and then you're like, oh, is it you now? You know what I mean? So, but it's good fun. It's good fun.
What do you like under that sort of scrutiny?
Yeah, as I said, it's a slow game, and normally when we played Wolf before, I was a really bad liar, but when I played Wolf the last time on the away trip, I was good, so I surprised myself. But being a traitor, I reckon it's too hard, man. Too hard for that many weeks. So
we'll look forward to the next instalment.
Yeah.
Will you come back and give us an update?
Yeah, I'll come back and give you an update. But if you, because we have like a little meeting, if you talk, if you're loud, you're dead. You know what I mean? So there's no point even talking. So yeah.
But we've got to do some football.
Back to football anyway. Back to football. Yeah, back to football.
Thank you very much. Where should we start? A little bit of a look back to last week's game. I mean, it was a really exciting affair. I suppose for the neutral, it was great.
Yeah.
But as a player, I mean, you've got basically a foot in both camps, haven't you? Attack and defence.
Yeah.
Are there times when you think, maybe this is getting out of our control, times when you think this is really exciting going forward?
Yeah, no, I didn't feel like, obviously we played five at the back previously in other games, which allows me to get forward a bit more. But I've had to concentrate on more defending. I didn't feel like I could get as forward as much. I got forward a few times, and like a few throw-in combinations and stuff. But with Gareth McCleary, but yeah, and obviously I played for the manager before, Scott Lindsay, so I knew what I was going to expect, and I know they know how I play as well. So I kind of just took it as it came. But hopefully this week I can get forward a bit more as well.
Were there mind games a little bit in that respect, I suppose, between the two camps?
I know. I think when you always play against the old manager, you always know they know your weaknesses and your strengths, and they try and minimise your strengths, I guess. So yeah.
Looking forward to this weekend, Barnet coming up from National League last year. Like a lot of the sides that have been in the National League, they started pretty strongly. What do you make of them?
As I said, it was the same shape as, from what we've seen, the same shape as Crawley. And we always know that anyone can beat anyone in this league on their day. So we just have to be ready for them, and hopefully we're ready and we can, be aggressive, be on the front foot, and create chances. And if we put them away on our day, we're very good.
I guess in such an even league, I mean the margins are so slight, aren't they? Does the management team talk to you about how to make those small differences on a match day?
Yeah, I think we just try and focus on the next game really, and don't try and get ahead of ourselves. I think our aim when the season started was to just be better than we was last year. So, and obviously the togetherness might have been missing last year, I don't know, in parts. And like everyone knows their job now, everyone knows like their non-negotiables. So we just put that into practice.
You've been at the club nearly, it's January, it's 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years, January.
So you're one of the more longer serving players, I suppose, here. What's the evolution been like over that time for you?
Yeah, no, this is the most I've enjoyed my football, and I think this is probably the best I've played, like, period, since the gaffer came in. So I'm enjoying, working underneath him, and as you can see, like walking around the place, everything's changed, and just the standards have been raised. So, if we keep that up to the end of the season, next season, if, things don't go the way that we planned, I think we'll be in a good position.
And is that because it suits more your natural game, or because you're learning more, being challenged more by the...
I think I've added a few things to my armoury, whether that's like, winning headers and stuff like that. But we've had obviously conversations, and everyone knows what they need to work on. We stay outside after training, practicing stuff, in little units and stuff like that. So yeah, everyone's just improving and everyone's getting better.
I think Richard Dobson had spoken a couple of weeks ago about the number of chances that you guys are producing, and obviously assists and crosses are your thing, aren't they? It's one of a main part of your game. I think he was talking about turning you into a David Beckham or those kind of crosses.
Yeah.
How did that come across?
I mean, that's what I was kind of known for before coming here. It hasn't really planned out the way that I wanted it to, but I think my numbers are all right at the moment, and I think as long as everyone does their job, it's a togetherness thing. So we're trying to get promoted together. It's not just, I need to reach this stats or that stats, or a striker doesn't need to score 20 goals in the season. Like, we're not looking for, everyone's looking to get a move, but we want to create something and achieve something together.
So it's not about individual pressure on you.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And
though I gather you had a bit of is there an assist off between you and Max Clark? Is that right?
But he's on set pieces, isn't it? So, but he's definitely going to win the goals, so I don't really score too many. But yeah, no, it's a good competition. Clark is good at his delivery and stuff. So yeah. So
would you two be doing those drills after training?
Yeah, Clarky does like the set pieces and stuff like that. I just stay back when we do set pieces because I'm never going to attack it. But I'll do like my crossing and stuff with Ethan, either like diagonal the ball out to me, and I'll try and beat the first man hopefully. So yeah.
Gareth Ainsworth back with you now, obviously after a spell out after his operation. What difference does he make? Obviously you've got Richard Dobson we know he's you know, they work together as a team for so long. Is there an appreciable difference, I suppose, when Gareth's back here?
I think, as I said, the non-negotiables are the same. It's always difficult, probably not having a manager there, and you know, the spotlight is like more on us, and he kind of like takes some of the, you know, the pressure off us. But everyone done a great job while he wasn't here. Obviously he was here, but he wasn't here, you know what I mean? But yeah, having him back has been good, and you know, he's enforced some more things where he's probably, you know, he's not on the sideline, so he's like in the stands or whatever, so he has a different view on the game. And then obviously he reports back to us, and obviously we trust his, you know, feedback, and we just carry on working from there. But you know, you're going to have bumps in the road throughout the season, and that was just a bump in the road, so hopefully, you know, we just take each game at a time and try and put a run back together.
Of course, he's not been in the technical area, and I gather from the other players, he's just very encouraging when you see him or hear him there. Is that the case, or can you sort of hone in on him, or are you just tuning out everything else that's going on?
Yeah, no, he's always shouting at me when he's on the side. So yeah, it's been good to get a break from that. But no, I mean, Dobbo speaks as well, and Pete and Dal Dal's never quiet at all. He's always arguing with the fourth anyway. But yeah, no, it's good to have, you know, a good set of coaching group that give good information and step in when it's not just like they're talking for just for talking. They actually give good information, you know.
And this squad that you've got at the moment, obviously been here a couple of years now, 7th in division at the moment, playoff place. Can you see it? Can you sort of feel that this is a group that could take you through to promotion?
It's hard to say this early. We've got a really good group, and I think on our day we're really good. But you know, it's a long season, and you know, people are going to have January windows and stuff like that. So we're just focused on being better than we was last season, and hopefully things go to plan. But it's a two-year transformation, so we just got to stick to that.
And the Gills fans, once again, I apologise to say this every week, but turning up with their numbers home and away. What's that support like for you as players?
No, it's good, yeah. Especially when we're on the front foot, you know, you can hear them behind you, and it's like having an extra man. So hopefully that continues.
That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You mentioned the 2-year plan. There's definitely an opportunity this year, isn't there? I mean, only 4 points off the top. You've got to probably see that as a great chance.
Yeah, I mean, it is a tight one. I think it was a tight one last year, and obviously Walsall was running away with it. But then, as you know, they went through a bad period, and even though because it looks like that at January, it doesn't mean that it's going to be like that. But I think success is making sure that you're better every day or better every year. So that's kind of what we're going for as a group, and you know, I imagine the staff are like that as well, because I know like Dal's been here for a few years, Jammer's been here for a few years, and I think they're really enjoying seeing, you know, the management team and the players develop over the weeks. And you know, we have different plans for different styles of games, so it's good that we can, you know, switch it up. It's just not like, okay, this is how we play, and it's a non-negotiable of how we play, whether that's playing out from the back or, you know, getting on the seconds or whatever it is. We've got like plan A, plan B, plan C, but yeah, it's a two-year transformation. Yeah.
Do you think October was tough, wasn't it? Do you think you're over that now?
Yeah, I think, as I said, just you're going to go through periods where, you know, you don't win, or the luck isn't with you. You've been unlucky, you know. We've missed penalties, we've missed chances, and some people have had 2 shots and scored 2 against us. And if we put our chances away, then we could beat teams 5-0. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, we just look forward to the next game and try and win the next one.
And you've mentioned how pleased you are with your own game. Your stats do stack up, don't they? They're pretty good so far this season. Big chances created, stuff like that. Yeah,
I haven't really looked on, to be honest with you. But I just have like a goal of what I want to achieve by the end of the season. But like sometimes, I think my 3 assists came in like back to back to back. So if you don't go all season without doing it, and then you get a few at the end of the season, then you're buzzing really. But as I said, it's a group. We want to get promoted as a group, or be better than we was last year. You know.
I think you've played in every game as well, haven't you? You started every game.
Yeah, this season, yeah.
That's some going, isn't it? For the trophy games and all.
Yeah, the trophy games, yeah.
How do you manage to keep such good nick?
I don't know. Before I came here, I played. I think it was every minute of every game. I think it was. I think I played 47 when I came here because we had an extra game in hand. I think it was, and every minute. So, touch wood, I've been lucky. You know, so I don't want to jinx anything, but yeah.